Okay, so I know I said that I would be doing Blender stuff today, but my brain was fried, and I discovered that some of the writing I did off stream was bullshit. So I don't know where this bug came from. I've not been able to replicate it, but I need to rewrite like half of the last chapter that I wrote. So we're writing chapter 3 today, and we're also doing like the first major like actual MOC buff after we finish the update for today. So just give me a moment, and then we'll get started. Got the grapes. I've got some more water. Oh, dude. Oh God, why is my brain? Uh, God, that always sounds really weird. One moment. I think I might have like something actually. Well, actually. Okay, let's get myself uncardboarded. Okay, so my mouse failed, and also my other mouse failed. Good news, I do actually have a new mouse coming because I wanted to switch back to my old mouse. I remember there was an issue with my old mouse a while back. So, why? But yeah. Also, my brain was apparently more fried yesterday than it was this morning because I forgot to put in actions. So someone still stepped up, so I'm happy about that. Okay. I'm using the shittiest, basic bitchest mouse that has ever existed right now. It's got. I mean, I guess it's not the most basic bitch mouse that could exist because it still has a scroll wheel and a middle mouse button. But that's it. It's got left, right, middle, and scroll. Okay. Uh, um. Okay. Also, I think I might have a different project. MCQ. Oh yeah, forgot. I forgot. Mlem. 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 I personally want to incentivize this. So. Okay. 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 You decide to take advantage. Oh, 1 second. I need to mute myself. Okay, I'm back. One second. Okay. Easy access to your patron goddess, and decide to ask for a little more about the divine, the gods of the ancient faith. Given your upcoming nuptials and the duties that will be expected of you once that is completed, once you are married, you how and
You go about. You decide to. You have a good idea on where to start. Difficulty surpassed by traits. Trivialize. Okay. uh, okay. Sat across from you. Sat across a small campsite from you. Perch atop a stump. As you, as two of you rested in the presence of large braziers hung, built atop a large you looked about the astral realm. But your sight stretching far beyond the ocean. You could see strange shapes, odd, shadowy figures that were coming. Second. Action. The submersible has gotten to a point that you can finally finish up your work. All shadowy figures that were approaching from over the horizon. Occasionally, you would see the figures. They as they came closer, streaks of light would fall from the skies, spearing them, and occasionally you would see the figures of gods meet the small neat pile of spears lay by her side in easy reach. Meet the intruders. And yet more rarely may they would reach for one of her skills. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. My throat's definitely doing decently. So yeah. Yes. Right. Thank you. We'll reach for one of those spheres, yeah. And fling. The fling it arm a blur as it as the weapon disappeared with that. In the distance, one of the figures. I understand. Because split open the enormous an enormous hole punched out of understand what and technically there isn't though the answer to your question is a little more complex. Harvests have always been major events, and there are often a lot of gods involved, so a lot of deities involved. I am technically a harvest god, a guard against pests. There are others, weather gods like, translate, rain, weather, Basan. Yeah, I did. And I did write a little bit more this morning, and I encountered a weird bug that I haven't been able to replicate. So I wrote about half a chapter, not realizing. I've been writing chapter 3, and I got until here, which is actually not. I got until here, which was a roll. And for some reason, when I rolled this, I got a fail. Except when I rebuilt the save, like I redid the save through the manual configuration, I actually rolled it, and when I did the math, it made sense. This should have succeeded, and this is actually a really important one. Because Semiconductor Revolution is like a massive perk for this specific setting. So I need to rewrite the entire rest of the chapter because it transforms everything. So yeah, and you rewrite like a couple thousand words worth of story. I was gonna do Blender today, but my brain's fried, so meh. Uh, uh, yeah. Uh, there are weather gods. There are others. There are weather gods like Batan. Um, um, weather gods like Batan and local plant gods like hunting. Ooh, nice. Nice. Local plant gods. As well as more broader gods of farming, like where's Swahili? Crop. Maza. Deities. Maza. Ola. Ola. Okay. Yeah, what's going? So what are you going with? Yep. Yeah. And though probably the most important, the most interesting one is that mother is that harvest harvests are one of the few extra yep. Okay. One of few events that specifically venerate Mother Earth. Yeah, it's not like domain expansion was original either. Fate did domain expansions with reality marbles and was it serial? Say what's whatever the no, marble phantasms and all of that. Uh, you nod. Mentally. Okay. You nod, mentally taking note of the specific gods involved. Birth is another event. Your people have always called as many gods as they can to bless and mother. Mother Earth, Chibi, Mother Earth, Chibi, your local, I'll say, deities that your families have specific connections to. And whatever other deities that your family has a connection. Cheapy. I think Japanese makes sense for this one specifically. Health. Ankle for health. Usually not a feast, but perhaps a specific ritual. Say, usually not a feast, but the specific rituals vary from place. They vary from place to place. Weather. Maza and deities of farming. Makes sense. I mean, makes sense as any other weird eye power in anime. Oh. As to health. Outside of Enko, in some cases, she shrugged. I think it's always being seen as something of a mortal problem. There's never been a god, the deity, that has uh, that has claimed the domain of sickness. Hmm. Okay. Are all the pocket dimensions connected, or are each of the pocket dimensions separate? Though it would be cool if you have it like they're all connecting to one specific place, and that's like how where their powers come from. Like the gray fields are all connected to this one gray field, like other dimension, and like each of their specific powers are like drawing from a different place in that dimension. So like that's why someone might have like um perception based powers, because they're like connected to this really quiet high point where you can see everything for a really long distance, and like that's why their powers do like a perception thing. And then their like super mode is when they draw you into that dimension at that one point, which also means that you can have like this thing where one of the ways that your superheroes can deal with really dangerous enemies is they can lock them in the gray field. Like basically, a gray field will grab them, take them to their gray field, run away, and then go back to the real world. And then you can have like a traitorous gray field who is going and finding these trapped villains and freeing them, so that they have so that for like whatever evil purpose or whatever. And like it's this secret, say it's this like mystery that goes on in the initial parts of the story, where it's like we know that there has to be a gray field that is secretly freeing all these enemies. We don't know who it is. And you can build up an enemy who is like this mastermind who's got this like secret plot going on in the background. Usually that means a large festival that involve that everyone is involved. Sure thing. Uh, well, you would probably have a better time speaking to gods more closely aligned with their family. As it's never really been something I have been involved. Uh, 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 when you bring up your well, in I've seen everything from um hunting challenges to periods to uh, um, um, uh, um, to ceremonial sleep deprivation. Um, to the production of ceremony. uh, 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 when you bring up your idea, she chuckles. Honestly know nothing about that. Perhaps you could call up Angel. Though I will say things like what are trying aren't on. So perhaps you could treaty with Danja. I will say so there's nothing stopping. Production of ceremonial furniture. Maybe. I'm quite tempted. I'm quite partial to the sleep fast. I'm quite partial to the what if you want to prioritize me for some reason. Unfortunately, you do not have the time to petition Donjo as well. When you say the next morning you are called, you are called upon by Maron, who lets you know that the suburban take your time and properly reinforce accelerate the settling process. It should result in a better situation. In better functionality overall. Oh, I forgot to do a thing, didn't I? So will leave you wiped for the rest of the day. Just make sure and will go. It might make things like the evolving spell structure might reveal more than you intend if there is some means of studying the spell to the enchant. If they have some industry. Shooting ships around. Probably moral and moral makes nothing. Ooh, what'd you have? Sounds good. Cake's always nice. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. And then we will work on the chapter. Yeah, it flowed quite nicely. I'm not sure why, but yeah. One moment.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. Feel oof, moderately better. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I was doing this off stream because I said yesterday I said that I would keep doing it. I would continue the story off stream, but I've discovered that for some reason there was a weird bug. I haven't been able to replicate it before, but you know that I've been using this seed, and if I put this seed in my roller and roll back up to 5, because 4 is idyllic retreat, which is where we ended off last time. If I roll once more, we get this, and this is an important roll for important role for the important role for this particular setting. I was actually kind of bummed that I failed it. Turns out I didn't, which is really nice. So yeah, we're doing that. Okay. So we're deleting, not deleting, I guess. We're uh, 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 let's say as a broad smile spread over Jun's face, and the uh, uh, okay. And he quickly ran. The ran of the duck, pulling, digging around for before turning. Um, yep. Good election. No bills. They uh uh as they hooked up the car to
is holding urgent. I should their head before um okay. As a head before he started saying informing him of the upcoming trial. Upcoming informed him that the autumn tempest would be arriving this year. Clint nodded. You will want to speak with Helena. Helena and the Helena down south. If you want. I went down south. She's she does a lot carpentry for food around this area. You know if picks and berries around here? I've seen the Kuchas doing that, but I don't know where they actually live. I meet up when I meet up with Anton. We usually just go hunting together in the forest. I've seen the Kucheras doing that. Elena, or should wait. Do you need a ride? Uber to or Clint shook his head. No, I don't think I need anything. Need a order yourself when they show up? I'll speak to her. Said they climb into the car. Carefully checking the one second. Okay. carefully checking the compass and following the heading towards the heading Z had been given. Jun's head was filled with with what he had seen in the vision. I mean, yeah, it was supposed to be 150. I didn't change anything up there, so I know it's not. Um, the site had practically been burned into their mind. The intricate, the very layers of reality peeling back and revealing the delicate interplay between atoms. There were concepts here that were now writ onto their mind in a way that their mind in a way that left no room for doubt. He could understood how had a deep understanding how he simply knew how atoms, how the very building blocks the physical world interacted, and how electrons would move between different regimes. The rest of the day was practically a blur. They raced about the forest, the edge of the forest, stopping by Helena's workshop, and picking up berries from berries, while comment. Before uh, before working their way through a couple dozen homesteads and small settlements in the area. Before picking up some berries and some berry wine before heading back to Valhalla at full speed. They burst into Tassida's clinic. One moment. Doc, Doc, slamming their hand on the buzzer. He was buzzing as they waited for her to come out of the. Oh, what happened? So, one of the visions that happened for me. Exclaimed. Not like the last one. It was huge. I know things now. Slow down. What happened? Collapsed into the seat. Their hands animated as he described the knowledge that had been burned into their head. Tassida stared at him. Okay, this went from strange to the hell beyond anything I could have imagined. What do you mean? Some of the things some things you talked about. She waved at Za. They line up pretty closely to things I remember the mechanics talked about, especially that stuff about radio waves. especially that stuff with radio waves. I think I've heard of. I think I have. I think and I know that the local schools don't teach anything about that sort. Some of the things you talked about, I haven't heard anything like. So, she sat down across from Zoe. I've also returned, and I have made some progress. um, Remember when I said that someone what? No, I'm going to push for the normal end time. So yeah. Let's go. Oh, ow. Ow. Wow. Also, I had another idea that came up that I thought of while because of the whole shared like grayfield dimension that they can access, and the idea that they might be dumping criminals in the grayfield place. It could also be that like the more often that's say the more times that a person like strands dangerous criminals in the grayfield, um it would make their like their ultimate transport people to this other dimension power even more dangerous to use, because it becomes more likely that one of your old enemies will show up and try and fight you and shit. Remember someone might grab you for. So I might grab you for. Yeah, sounds good. Remember when I said that someone might grab you for being able to make lights, even if it doesn't have serious say it doesn't do anything significant. What? Yeah.
Yeah. So is like her location in the Greyfield dimension like a bunch of like a bunch of caves that are nice that have like good places for like hiding stuff in? Remember my grab yes? If even half of what you are saying works like you say it is, the moment it gets out, you are going to be as a hot commodity. So, it won't be random pirates that you need to worry about. Really? Yeah. Almost certain. I don't know everything, so I don't know all that much about about electronics, but I know for a fact. So, but I've had I've had to vacuum tube burns on technicians often enough to know they are much bigger than what you are describing. That does seem interesting. So like so it's not so much like people it's not just like villains are mysteriously vanishing from the Greyfield and it's hard to keep track because the Greyfield is this giant place. It's that if there are people that there are that each I guess you could also if you don't have the Greyfields all connected, you could say that when a Greyfield dies, their personal Greyfield sort of releases everything trapped inside of it, which means that if there are a lot of major villains trapped inside someone's Greyfield, if they die, it's suddenly all of those villains are released.
bigger than what you described. I have no say. If your knowledge, so if whatever is going on in your head is accurate about if this knowledge is accurate, then I can't even imagine how much it would change. They sat in silence for a while. So what would you... What should I do? I have no idea. She retired bluntly. Like I said, this is way over my, way beyond anything I can like. Oh wait, who's? Oh wait. Oh, is Arya? So I guess Arya is part of the. Oh no, I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be Arya specifically. I guess there could be like Greyfields might have similar powers, right? So there might be another one who's doing that. Anyways, I have no idea. Okay. Oh, actually, so I was thinking about like how to make Arya's power special while still making all of the Greyfields like a persistent space that the Greyfield in question has access to. And I was thinking Arya's specific power is that she can take things out of and put things into her Greyfield without manifesting the whole thing. But if someone like goes to the effort of manifesting a whole Greyfield, they can still store stuff in there and everything. So that's why I was thinking like one of the ways that Greyfields are used is that like major villains who are really difficult to defeat, if there's no way to kill them, you might have a Greyfield like trap that enemy in their Greyfield. So like they become these sort of living prisons, and when they die, everything gets released from in their prison. Like I said, anything. This woman, realistic thing. Okay, I'm going to be muted for a little bit. Well, I'm going to be cardboard for a little bit. And also possibly muted. Like I said, we're realistically advise You. I can't even comment on if what you accurate. Uh, 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 like it's way beyond anything I could realistically advise you. I can't even.
Okay, 1 second. I'll be right back. Ooh, then that sounds interesting. Hmm. Properly? 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah, no, nothing to worry about then. Ow, wah. On. Hey, down. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Also, that. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry for the noises. Dinner ASMR. There we go. Okay. And of course, I need to do one more thing. Be right back. Okay. Got it. Okay. Um. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Uh, uh, but if it is, then what you are uh, then what? Oh gods. My apologies, got a call, could not ignore. Uh, uh, um, hmm. Um, but if it is, then what? Uh, 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 if it is, then what? Still, I don't, no clue. That's, the closest could imagine if I knew how to. So I knew how to your cancer or something. He said after a moment, after a few minutes of silence. I could write write my own check, work wherever wanted, but I would have to find a place to work because at the end,
And what new is wanted by too many people? Well, it's that impressive. Hmm. Hmm. Um, 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 arguably, look, I can't even imagine what, uh, I don't, I might be exaggerating. She decided after a few minutes. Um, uh, yeah, perk I would do. Yeah, physics. Local high energy. Energy physics. You gain insight into interesting high energy phenomenon and are able to and know how to adapt across different uh, 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 the subtle differences between different cosmos. Later. Yeah. That's always fun. Have a character who's like leaning into the medium. Um, um, uh, 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 Look, I might be exaggerating. As I said, I have no actual. I don't know enough to really know what this means. The only person could imagine, so I think of that might is Nia. Um, hmm. Okay. Uh, hmm. Um, um, uh, 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 so what? I speak to Nia. She front. Look, this has gone beyond what I can help with. If you think you can trust to keep it a secret, then you might as well help. All I'm saying is that knowledge is valuable. What's in your head might as well be lost tech. For all. What's lost tech? Tacitus dared answer. Nice. That's always fun, like having your different series connected like that. Um, hmm. Uh, uh, uh,
I do. Basically, so from what I've heard, this is how it works. In Patreon, you set up your tiers, and people will pay a certain amount per month or a one-time thing to gain access to content that you've put behind a paywall. Patreon, I think, takes 30%. I don't remember what the actual cut is. Patreon percentage. Yeah. Uh, uh, let's see. So it's a minimum of 5%, right? Patreon will take a minimum of 5% of your of the money that you make from your patrons, and then they offer like a hosting service and a bunch of other stuff, yada 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 yada. Um, I almost always recommend coffee. So like from what I've heard, coffee is almost always better. Um, uh, because Kofi is a flat fee. You pay Kofi like a certain amount per month, and they don't take any further charges. So, uh, I'm not confirmed, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Kofi. No, it's not Kofi. Kofi does take a percentage cut. Is it Subscribe Star? Oh, did Kofi remove their? So Patreon might not be different. But yeah, I remember that one of the platforms had like a monthly payment and no percentage commission on the thing, but I can't find that now. Hmm. Um, Lost it. I've never heard of it. She stares at there for a while. For you should probably ask Nia this, anyways. Especially you are going to talk to her about it, about the rest of this. But keep things simple. Because of the succession wars, you know about those, right? The flashed her. She nodded.
Uh, yeah, because of those, uh, there are, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that, that's funny. Dark remove. Just don't know how to make anymore. Oh, like jump ships. Neo, not type, kind of like that. Yeah. So you're saying that the stuff I had is like engine was was a little higher than usual. She just shrugged. I think I will do now. Shouldn't decide. Figuring this out more important than figuring this out. I need to know how important this is. Taking yourself off of the couch. Semiconductors. A simple NP gate. Structure. Oh. NP. PN junction. Here we go. Okie doke. Oh wait, no. Count. Logs. Okay. Oh, okay. While in text true. Makes sense. Good. Yeah. I think this, and I think I will speak this off for. You know how important this is. Oh, hold on. Good, good. I'm already at that point. I've got like 7 different projects on the back burner right now. Need to... Z-Wave, Z-Wave, goodbye. Jogging, over to the car. The sun was already getting slow as the sped along roads towards Nia's porch. Um, uh, um, it was a good thing that oftentimes, and this is something that I've had to deal with several times. There are several stories that I've written that exist on the internet that are absolute, complete shite. Some of them even have my name on them. But the thing is, I had the initial idea and I just forced myself to start. They exist, they suck. But if you wanted to read them, you could see that I was improving over time. So, the only way you get better at doing something is by doing that thing. And that's just kind of the way things are. So in my case, I need to force myself to write stories and do art and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm currently streaming, and I would like to think that I'm getting better over time. So, Zed, I have a question for you. I think I want to do a roast stream to build up my ability to train my ability to be like quick at responding to people and that kind of thing. But the so I recognize that there aren't enough people to keep that going for a while. Do you have any friends that you think would be interested in roasting a random person? That the path out to like I'll be reaching out to some of my own friends and stuff alongside that, but I have no idea if it'll work. I was looking at the path out to Nia's workshop was fairly well established. I understand. I'll keep looking and see if I can't build up enough people. It's a good thing that the path out to Nia's workshop was fairly well established. Jin could barely. Keep the focus. So the idea is that I open up text to I do like a limited text to speech thing, and people can like post in like via a chat command that says like it's exclamation mark roast, and everything that isn't the roast command would then be spoken. Like I would be able to see it for a moment, just like clear it first, and that would be spoken, and then I get so as long as it's not like just complete hate,
And my part in all of this is that I need to figure out how to respond to the roast in a way that's funny. And that's kind of the goal of this whole thing. And it's to help me practice being funny and more conversational and all of that. Junko barely keeps her focus on the on driving. The idea that the knowledge that was found around in their head could be that valuable was well, it inspired was a lot. Just on some level, it was just exciting. The idea that Z might have something that valuable. It wasn't something as he had even considered possible before. That led into some confusion. They had no he was at a loss. Honestly, he was at a loss when it came to how he would be able to use that kind of info. There we go. Something like that. Then came
the light show that we could that took a great deal of it wasn't something we could do at who knew if any thoughts of turning it into something useful were far long beyond anything that we could uh, so far off. Even so, they had no idea how long it will take hone something, that kind of stuff. But the, but this was a part of the this was knowledge. Just say part of say and beyond the knowledge and beyond the implications that Hesida had shared. It didn't seem inherently important to you could slip up usually mention something that you so it was that could be incredible. So they were incredibly valuable to someone else. And that was just what he knew now. There was still anticipation building in the back of his mind, and was certain that there was much more knowledge. That would that we would gain with time. Unless he was willing to hide in some corner of Melbourne the rest of their life. And the knowledge unless without a better deal. Sorry. Without a better idea of what they're being, of what this all meant. Thinking, so, Ziegler. Do I have a logistics power in here somewhere? I don't know. General. How? Stop. 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 General. And general. Honor. Advantage of the logistics resources and how things you create and affect the logistics. Without a better idea of what this all means, you would only be able to without a better idea. We would be able to, because you would be forcing yourself into obscurity to avoid the dangers that lay beyond no, and you would have to be extremely careful around the crew, the autumn tempest. just to avoid accidentally calling danger to their home. The pulled up to the pulled up to the building. Thankful. The lights of Mia's workshop were a welcome distraction from the thoughts as Jin slowed the down, pulling up, turning off the main road to the front of to the onto the packed earth, grabbing the berries and berries, grabbing the berries. Jin walked up to the and knocked. It was later, a few minutes later, that Z was met by met by the met that the door swung open, lights revealing much more casually dressed Mia. Jin, why are you so late? well, a couple of things. The hefted, the two planets of and berries. I did find the embers, but I have a few things to talk to. Sensing the mood, she ushered her sir in and grabbed the pellets, putting them into grabbing pellets, putting them into storage. So, what happened? The settle. So you remember yesterday? You remember day before yes, when I had that thing, right? The bright light in my eyes. Oh yes. Well, it's a lot more complicated. I need to eat this first. Okay. Neon nodded seriously. The first serious sign that there was something weird going on was that I came I told you that about as fit as a soldier, right? At her Well, it also, that mouth thing behind my head, forehead that I talked about. Yeah, so if I spit out stuff in there, weird things can happen. I can show, but that's not the important, or at least that's not the important part for now. What is that? Let's see. What is that? So both times I was with you, the visions were incomplete. I got the sense I got the sense that what had happened was supposed to be like a foundation for the actual vision. Well, yesterday, one of those visions actually succeeded. Yesterday one of those visions actually succeeded. Well, since then, I've had two visions actually succeed. And they give me knowledge. Yeah, and what kind? Well, the first one wasn't that important. It just just told me where a place is, but I don't think I don't know of any way to get there. I don't think a jump even could. I think even jump. The other is why I saw it felt like the it felt like I was shrinking. The vision started by making the world around me. It felt like I was shrinking. I continued to get smaller and smaller until these between minuscule points of matter. Let's see. Atom. Smaller and smaller until I saw they were like small clusters of surrounded by they to make up everything. And I watched as the clouds interacted. Flowing between these clusters in different ways. And it just started to make sense. Near their axis. There are these I heard and I watched things. And I watched things change. Different clusters appeared with different unique properties. I saw the fog transmute to and from light, creating as well as interact flows of fog. So I know the fog is like the fog was like this, but on a more base level. I could see how the different clusters would cause to interact in different ways. Then I saw other new clusters and the ways that the boundaries between clusters could change things. And then I saw that I saw house. Heat in motion, magnets, and any number of other would affect the flow. How to predict it and how to pause it. Near helicopter. They sat in silence. Silence for her up. So you saw pattern. And how they interact. And not as electrons, more the form of fog. It's hard to describe, but kind of. Um, Sorry. What you're describing why come to me? I was telling to Sita about this, and she was convinced. Then she didn't. She didn't know. But figured that if any of what I was saying was true, then what I knew could be valuable. Nia sighed. It could be. Nia sighed. The kind of knowledge you are talking about, it and the kind of things it's the no fundamental knowledge that that exists under technology. Under technology. It's the kind knowledge. The kind of knowledge that that she mentioned that she also asked me to ask you about that. I guess that lost some, This Lost Tech is a good place. She's, she said it was like jump drives, jump ship. But she wasn't very clear. Remember, when I said, that that most of the people who knew how to make, that, everyone who knows how, who knew how to design jump drives, is dead, and the only way to make new jump ships is by using also the handful of working factories that remain in service. Well, jump growth technology wasn't the only thing that's lost. During the first Succession War, all say, any place that could give some sort of upper hand to the enemy was targeted. Universities, weapons, weapons companies, even even the industrial complexes that made things like waterfall. There is a lot of technology that no one alive knows how to make at all. That is lost. Jump ships technically aren't, because there are still factories that can make certain, say, make some designs. We might not know how to make new designs, so the underlying science is lost, but we can still make ships. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, this is another big one. User pitch for months and hours. But Nia was already uh, 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 noted. That's so. So the kind of things I know now, they might be able to. They might be able to discover how to make all kinds of important things. Yeah, no, so, yeah, agreed. Uh, yes. Yes, yeah, agreed. I, I, the kind of things you were taught, if what you, if that knowledge talking about is accurate, then you could if the knowledge number, then so then there's all sorts of things that could be. I imagine that you could create laser. You could recreate laser technology that has been lost to history. But I wouldn't know how to test any of that. Well, in prevaricated. There is something else we can try. Well, a little. Where is it? I got another vision. Wow. Well, spit it out. What was this one about? It was about gases, and compressing them and making a lot of it focus on steam, but I could see how the same systems work with basically any gas. Sheep. That I do know about. But before yeah. Shrugged. If that's what you want to call it. But yeah, I know a lot of ways to do things with pressurized gases, and how to do relation between pressure and many other. That. That's simple enough. Good. is something we can. Not sure what the best way of testing it would be. Should we look around the workshop? It's not like I have a lot of new matic gear. Not a lot of stuff. Around here. I think draw up a design for some engine. Right. Just tell me what you do. I'm mostly familiar with pneumatic joint assemblies, so pneumatic armature. How would you make should we grab a piece and started sketching a rough shape of arm, like this. As well as humanoid. This is mech plan. This is a set of launch clamps. What do you call it? This is a set of this is a set of mech bay clamps. It needs to fit as well as a few different humanoid. A few different blocks needs to fit all of these different kinds of mechs and support them from the torso so that the mech techs can take any of the torso and the limbs separately, so that the technicians can take the mech part to work on the internal component. you figure out how to properly control. How does this go? I might need to bump up the word count to 2000 maybe. I think once I hit once I hit 10 rolls, I'll do that. But yeah, I think this is the end of the perks as they will be showing up on the end of this story as it'll be showing up on stream. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Been great having you here. Bye.